morning, Martin County, and visitors, of course. Today is Wednesday, April 1st, April Fool's Day, and I'm your sheriff here in Martin County, and today's update is not an April Fool's joke. Um, Things are really, I've stressed in the past how serious this is, and it seems like we're still getting some folks that don't want to take it as serious as what they should probably. So today we're going to talk a little bit about our numbers again, and pretty serious numbers. Today we're up 4 more positive tests in Martin County, so we're up at 29. So one more would be an even 30, and we've had 3 deaths in our county. So if you want to put some percentages of that, a serious number is 10% of our positive tested people in Martin County have passed away, and that's terrible. And most of our positives today are from community spread, meaning out in the outside, talking with people, getting too close, still getting together as groups, and we just need to really be conscious of these groups that are getting together. Sunday morning, I listened to a couple of different church services on the internet, and what a great way to get together instead of congregating at the church. I know it's painful not being able to get together, but when you think about getting together in any size of group at all, remember that number, 10% of the people in Martin County that have gotten this disease, this virus, have passed away. And I don't believe that any of us want to have any of our groups that are getting together yet have 10% of those people possibly getting the disease, and possibly 10% of the people dying. If you haven't gotten this COVID-19 virus yet, please do what you can to avoid contact with a lot of people. We've had some calls this morning and last night that I visited with people with, and they're really concerned about people getting out and still spending time with their friends. I have not been to or seen any house parties yet, but I have heard that this morning I had a phone call of people still getting together at people's homes, and please, I cannot stress this enough. This is so serious. We can't do that. We've got up until April 10th with our 2 weeks, and so I don't know if we're going to have an extension on that. I would love to be able to go to Easter church with my family, but you know what? We may have to figure something else out, and we'll figure out a way to have church. But not just churches, but other organizations and other gatherings. We need to really think about getting together. And so I've talked about this in the past, and I've stressed it, and I just can't stress that enough. And I'll probably talk about it again. Of our exposed people in Martin County, they age from 26 to 90. So when I get phone calls from people that say, well, we can get together with my friends because that's just old people that are getting this and dying. Everyone is getting this. Everyone. So please, again, I'm going to stress again, we cannot be getting together. Get your essentials. Make a list. Go to the grocery store, get your stuff. I know that your kids are home from school now, but maybe finding your husband, your spouse, or someone to stay with your kids while you get your groceries, or if you do take them, limit their getting it. I mean, I know how kids are and grandkids are. They got to touch everything. So please be careful with your kids out there, and we don't need to get some young kids started with this virus if we can avoid it. I want to touch on that just a little bit. And again, when we're out for our walks and stuff, try not to do it in big groups. We still have kids getting together and playing basketball and that kind of stuff, and I get it. I truly get it that Um, our kids have friends and they need to have that time. But let's just really be careful with that. Right now, going to the city parks and stuff, I've talked with the city and I believe they're still open. But I know that they don't want you to play on the equipment because that stuff doesn't get scrubbed down and sanitized every day. But they are um, we're still encouraging people to get out and take a walk and get some exercise and take advantage of that. But again, I can't stress it enough. We have to be watching our social distancing and try to keep our 6 feet. In saying that, earlier I talked about our age groups from 26 to 90. So that puts us in an average age of about 62 of the people that have tested positive in our county. So a couple other questions that have been asked were my license tabs on my car are going to be expiring now in April or May, and what can we do with that? I know the license bureaus are closed throughout the state. I'm still checking on that. I have to say the last time I got tabs for my car, I got them online through the Department of Motor Vehicle, but I haven't got that information yet. I'm not sure if we can still do that online, but that is an option if you're having those questions. You can look there. I do know that your driver's license, if that goes or expires in the next from now till the end of the year, they're going to be valid through March 12th, I believe it is, of 2021. So you're good there. We talked about parks. Stores was another question. Which ones should be open and which ones aren't? Well, there's a list of essential businesses out there. I'm not going to deviate from that list, and so we have that, those essential stores, essential businesses, and essential people. Again, we're talking about not having to have a pass to drive around to get stuff or to go for a drive just to get out of the house. So, in wrapping up today, you know, I've kind of talked a little bit, having a little fun with everybody, you know, because this is something that's going to get you down. But I cannot stress enough, stay away from crowds, stay home. That's the only way we're going to get through this, because all of our transmissions are through community spread is how we're doing it now. So please help us get through this, and I know that we're going to get through it together. And have a great afternoon, and stay warm. It looks like it's a little bit cooler out than it was yesterday, so be safe, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow.